So I want to do a little bit of a follow-up video here talking about Dope White Boys, little content series, episode 2. Here he buys a Trident for 1.1 mil. These prices are a little bit outdated. I wouldn't say everything is totally accurate, but it can be like a good reference from what you see here in the Deadman Mode Discord. It can always be a great place to get general price checks. The main things that I want to talk about is the stage of this account and what mid-game really looks like. So what you see here is someone that rushed Desert Treasure and is starting to progress from there. The key is that 52 construction. Once you get 50 plus, you can have a portal room, and that portal room allows you to invest in your account more. So he's invested in a Barrows portal. And with that, you just have your home teleport. You can go to Varrock, all these different places, right? But being able to have these money makers where you just can repeat and go over and over, that's what's really going to unlock these repeatable money making methods like you're seeing here. So getting a little unlucky, but just continues to do that for a while. Deals with some PKers, but the loot stack is going to go up. The key that you're seeing here is you don't have to invest much. These resto pots, they're cheap. These mana rays, they're cheap. They're blighted, so they're things that typically you can only use in the wilderness, but on Deadman mode, you just use them. So it's great. Cheap consumables, as well as those ice blighted as well. You're just going to continue to gain more resources than you're using most likely. And here he's starting to get some big resources. So the stockpiling charm and the fairies trinket. That's what's really going to unlock mid-game much more now. So the stockpiling charm combined with the accumulation charm, both of those together make you get 3 times the resources and they go directly in your bank. So it's like 4 times the XP. It's crazy. And combined with the 5 times XP that you have on Deadman mode at a minimum, you're just going to get so much experience. The Fairies trinket, that allows you to just continue moving like you have a Draven staff in your inventory and like a fairy ring right next to you. So it's great. You can just use fairy rings wherever you are. You don't need to have a Draven staff with you. It's great. Very, very convenient, very powerful. So those two things together allow you to complete quests quicker and just have much faster into the mid game. So that's what you're gonna just continue. Like, it's not super hard, right? Just playing the game at this point with some things that are more powerful than you have normally in the game. He does some clues, gets a little bit distracted, but at the same time shows how clues do sell and people like cosmetics, and there are reasons to continue to do clues. I like that where there's like these side things that they're just fun. The big thing that stick out to me with clues is the fact that you can have them as caskets, right? So you don't have to open these at any time, and there's something that PKers can't take from you once they're in your bank. So it's a great way to passively have something that if you are afraid of dying and losing everything, it can be a really good fallback. Suddenly you just open 10 caskets and you got a couple mil in your bank again. Obviously this guy, he's risking 250 mil, so it's a different like mindset there. But just mentioning the idea of having some things in your bank as fallback, and caskets can be a really good one. Clues can be just a really good way to passively get stuff. And again, those charms, they allow you to stack up how many clues you have. And if he had the other charm, it increases your likelihood of getting clues. So both of those charms together are just really, really powerful. So starts to do some Zulrah. I would have invested in the vulnerability charm. It makes bossing so much easier if you have the vulnerability charm. You get hit a lot less and you hit a lot harder, more consistently. And then combine that with having the trinket of undead, and you're just going to be an absolute beast. So if you're doing bossing like this, where you can invest in some stuff and play kind of safe, I definitely would recommend both of those items together. Besides that, not much to say. This is the middle game, so cool to see how he gave away some freebie stuff. I think that's cool. Shout out to White Boy for this video. Definitely will link it in the description. And again, thanks for the support, guys. Appreciate you guys watching this content. And until next time.